Hi guys, you're watching VM24.com. Today we'll be replacing the battery on a Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Lite. As always, the first step is to heat up the back cover to around 50 degrees Celsius or 140 degrees Fahrenheit. We are using a heating pad for this, but you can also use a hairdryer. Once it is heated, we use a thin plastic film to carefully cut through the adhesive and remove the back cover. Be especially careful around the side buttons. There may be flex cables nearby. And of course, take extra care around the cameras to avoid damaging the lenses. We slowly work our way around the edges, cutting through the adhesive. Pay attention to any areas where the cover is more difficult to remove. Once the back cover is off, we will see only a gasket on it. To save time, we will be fast-forwarding parts of this repair, since the full battery replacement process usually takes about 30 to 40 minutes. Now we start by unscrewing the screws at the top. If any screws get stuck, we can use a magnetizer or tweezers to remove them. Next, we remove the top cover to access the battery connector. We gently lift the cover. Use a non-metallic tool to disconnect the battery connector. Then we disconnect the interboard flex cable. It is a good idea to check the flex and connectors right away. This main cable supplies the power from the battery to the main board. Make sure everything looks intact. Now we unscrew the bottom screws and remove the speaker module. As usual, find a safe spot to pry it up gently and lift it out. Next, we disconnect the interboard cable and inspect it. Make sure both the cable and connectors are undamaged. Now we can move on to removing the battery. Use a thin plastic film and gently slide it between the battery and the frame to cut the adhesive. We can use isopropyl alcohol, but be extremely cautious. There is an opening under the battery that leads to the display. If any alcohol seeps in, it could cause visible damage or streaks on the screen. We can gently lift the battery, but never force it or use sharp tools. This could damage the battery, its shell or the display. Once the battery is out, place the new one next to it and make sure all flex cables and connectors line up properly. Clean off any leftover adhesive from the battery area on the frame. Wipe it down carefully. For extra adhesion, we can use glue or 3M double-sided tape. We carefully apply the adhesive to the new battery and remove the protective film. Now we gently stick the battery in place. Make sure it is firmly attached. Next, we start with a partial reassembly. It is important to reconnect and secure the interboard cable. One way is to reinstall the speaker module right away, which also helps hold things in place. We reconnect the battery connector. We can secure everything temporarily with a single screw. Now we test the battery. First we check if the phone powers on, and as you can see it does. Next we check charging. It detects the charger, so we move on to full reassembly. We reinstall the top and bottom covers and screw everything back in. Then test charging again, not just that the charger is detected, but that the battery is actually charging. In our case, we need to work fast to return the phone to the owner, so we plug in the charger and continue assembling. We plug in the charger, screw everything back together, and wait a bit to see if the battery is gaining charge. In our case, it is charged by 1%, which means everything is working fine. So we continue reassembling the phone. We tighten in all screws, secure the covers, and double check everything. Make sure the interboard cable is correctly positioned. Now we can reattach the back cover. We gently press it into place and insert the SIM tray. In our case, we remove the back cover very carefully, so the original adhesive is still intact. Since the back cover hadn't been removed before, we can reuse the seal. Just place the phone on the heating pad for a couple of minutes, and the cover will stick back on by itself. But if the battery replacement is something you do professionally, it is better to reseal the back cover with a B7000 adhesive for a stronger, longer lasting bond. After that, secure the back cover with rubber bands and let the phone sit for a few hours. And that is it. The repair is done. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video or on our website or Telegram channel.
Okay guys, now we're done. Thank you for watching. If you like what we do, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel, read our articles on our website. Take care of yourself, and until next video.